Hello and welcome to the 14th episode of the Go Greek podcast with your host, Rachel Masson. Today, I sit down with Phi Delta Theta's Phikeia educator, Garrett Palmer.
Hi, Rachel. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, Garrett?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. We had a pretty good week, so I'm really excited.
All right. And we are going to be talking today about the Pie-A-Phi fundraiser that happened last week on campus.
So Pie-A-Phi is our annual ALS fundraiser. We usually do about 2 a year that are related to my office, and that is Pie-A-Phi and the 72-hour Teeter-Totter-a-thon. So both of these fundraisers raise money for ALS research. ALS is amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, and it is a nervous system disease that weakens muscles and impacts physical function. Basically what happens is the nerve cells start breaking down and it affects the usage of muscles in the body. Eventually, it is fatal, and currently there is no cure, and they don't really understand what causes it quite yet. We have members who have seen this firsthand in family and friends, and we've had alumni from way back in the day. Lou Gehrig was actually a Phi Delta. And so that is kind of why we have chosen this as our specific philanthropy. That's nationwide for Phi Delta Theta. We all raise money for ALS through the Live Like Lou Foundation.
And so what were some of your goals coming into this fundraiser?
Our goals, I think we set a goal to raise $2,000 at the beginning of the event. We surpassed that by almost $1,000. We actually ended up raising $2,920.
Okay. And I know last year it was very difficult to do this event with COVID-19 restrictions. And so from going from last year to not being able to do a whole lot to going to this year where we're back to normalcy, how was that change that you saw in participation?
Participation, we still had a pretty good event last year. We made quite a bit of money, but not nearly as much as we did this year. I would say participation was at an all-time high. We actually, I think, tripled our numbers from the Teeter-Totter-a-thon, which was in the spring of this year. We made about $850 on that, I believe. And so seeing the numbers that we got this semester were absolutely amazing. And it's just fantastic. This is the most that we've raised before, so we're all really, really excited.
And when can we expect for you guys to put on that Teeter-Totter-a-thon fundraiser?
So that will be probably towards the middle of the spring semester. Not sure of exact dates. It kind of varies depending on holidays and just where our spring rush falls. So if it's later in the semester, like towards the second month of the semester, it might be later on. If we rush pretty early, then it'll be sooner. It just depends on kind of where we set it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me, Garrett, and taking time out of your day to talk about your fundraiser as well as Phi Delta Theta. Once again, this has been Rachel Masson with the Go Greek podcast.